Hey everyone. That's so corny. What am I doing? Hey everyone. Today I did a makeup tutorial inspired by the legit boss, Sasha Banks. As we go into Sunday, she will be defending her women's championship against Charlotte Flair. This Sunday there is a pay-per-view called Roadblock End of the Line where these two women are going to be having an Iron Man match, which is going to be insane. I'm really hoping that Sasha comes out on top, but they're both amazing. They're both going to put on a great match, and with the way trends typically go, Charlotte seems to win the pay-per-view matches for the belt, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, if you like this look that was inspired by the boss, then please keep watching. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to do is brush out our brows, make sure they're the shape that we want, and then I'm going in with Benefit's Kabrow. This is a brow pomade, and I'm lining underneath first and then sweeping the product upwards. I am in shade number 3 if you're curious. I find that lining the bottom and sweeping the product up just makes them look a lot more natural. And then I'm just going back in and filling any sparse areas. After I brush out my brows some more, I'm going to go in with some Anastasia Beverly Hills clear brow gel just to set the brows down. Next, we're going to get ready to do our eyeshadow. We're priming our eyes with eyeshadow primer from Urban Decay. Next, we're going to use Too Faced Peach Palette. The first shade we're going to use from the palette is Peaches and Cream. We're just going to take a big fluffy brush and pat that down to set down the primer. And then we're going to start working in our crease. We're using Charmed, I'm Sure, and Summer Yum to carve out the crease. I like to do just simple windshield wiper motions, and we're just sweeping a little bit in the outer corner because we're going to end up making a wing. So don't be afraid to be messy with it. Next, I'm taking a flat brush and I'm going into the color Delectable and just patting that all over the lid. This is going to give us that purple that we're looking for. Next, we're going to go in with Peach Pit in the outer corner. I'm just using a Morphe pointed brush for this. Finally, to top it off, I'm going in with two ColourPop eyeshadows, Bay and Porter. That's going to add a little shimmer. Next, I'm going to mix Bellini and Luscious on a pointed brush and pat that into the inner corner of the eye to brighten it up. And then we're going to be doing a lot of blending. We want this look to be really blended out, no harsh lines. You'll find that I'll go in a few times and just touch it up. As you guys work with the look, you'll see that you'll just have to work as you go. I'm going in with White Peach and Nectar and highlighting under the brow. And then finally, I'm going in with Tempting, which is that dark shade, and just doing a little bit of a liner on top of my lashes because we're going to put falsies on later. And then I'm going back in with my blending brush. This is a brush from Morphe. Next, I'm taking that micellar water and we're going to make that wing and cut it out. That way we have a nice sharp line for the cat eye. Some people like to use tape. I find that the micellar water's a little more gentle on my eyes. And then I'm just going to go back in with that Morphe blending brush and blend out the edge so it's not as harsh. I chose the glowing Becca Backlight primer. I wanted to have a nice glowy complexion for this look. I feel like all of the women wrestlers are always glowing, so I wanted to have something a little bit more, I wanted to have something a little bit bright. And I'm just patting that into my skin. Next, I'm going in with my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow foundation, another one of my favorites. I'm in the shade 203. This is just going to add to that glow factor. And I'm just patting it in with my beauty blender. I noticed the redness on my nose wasn't quite covered up by my foundation, so I just went in with the NYX HD Color Correcting Concealer in green. And then I just blend that out with my beauty blender. We're going to brighten up under the eyes. We don't want to look tired in this look, so I'm taking Bare Minerals Stroke of Light in Luminous 1 and creating a lightness under the eyes. This is a little bit of a peachy tone with a little tiny subtle shimmer in it, so it's just going to make the eyes look brighter and more awake. I'm going in with a Lancome concealer. I am in shade Light Buff. And I'm just putting this in the areas where I feel I need a little extra coverage, then putting it over top the brightener under my eyes. That way we don't just have a peachy shade under our eyes. We want to be able to cover up the color corrector. And if you didn't notice before, when I did my foundation, I went back in after the green and added some foundation on top. Next, I'm going in with Kat Von D's Lock-It setting powder. This is in translucent, and I'm taking a Real Technique setting brush and just setting down that concealer, making sure it doesn't crease. We want to make sure not to use too much product so that it doesn't look cakey under the eyes. I am setting the rest of my face with one of my favorite setting brushes. This is Sephora's Pro Featherweight Powder Brush number 91. We're going into the eyes, and I'm taking a flat top brush and grabbing some Peach Pit and just sweeping that on the lower lash line and a little bit up into the wing. And then next I'm going into Tempting and adding that on the outer corner, and finally going over all of it with Delectable. You'll see next that I wasn't completely happy with that, and I added in the ColourPop eyeshadows as well. I'm going in with my Morphe M527, and I'm going to bronze my face. I'm using Too Faced Pink Leopard Blushing Bronzer today. I find that it's very satiny, shimmery. It's not the warmest bronzer I have, but I wanted a little bit more of a cooler tone bronzer for this look. So I'm just sweeping it around my forehead, along my cheeks, doing kind of like a mock contour. I'm not fully sculpting out my face, but I wanted to add a little bit of warmth and sculpt out my cheeks a little bit. It's all going to depend on your face shape. Next, I'm going in and contouring my nose. This is totally optional. I'm not doing too bold of a nose contour, but just enough to add a little something. And I'm just using an angled brush from BH Cosmetics. Next, I'm going into my blush, and I'm using the Morphe E4 to apply Urban Decay's Afterglow blush in Rapture. It's definitely one of my favorite shades, and it lasts a really long time. Next, we're going to highlight because we're going to continue that glow. I'm using Sephora's Pro Contour Brush number 79 to apply MAC Soft and Gentle. I'm just applying that to my cheekbones, my nose, and a little bit under my brows just to add some more glow. You want to apply it to where you want to emphasize the most. Then we're just going to set it all down with some Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. If you find that you put a little bit too much powder on, that's just going to lock everything down into place and make it all smooth. Then I'm just going to curl my lashes, and I'm going to apply some L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. Now, I mentioned earlier we are going to apply false lashes. Unfortunately, my camera decided that I was taking too long to do so, and it cut out on me. So you won't see me applying the lashes, but they will magically appear. Oh, look at that. Now I'm wearing lashes, and I curled my hair while my camera battery died. I'm applying some Urban Decay Ozone. This is a clear lip liner pencil. And then I'm going in with Kat Von D's Mercy. This is one of her studded lipsticks, and I picked this one because it's a pretty berry shade, reminds me of the Boss, and it's got a little shimmer in it, which is gonna go really well with the rest of this look. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please let me know. Let me know who you'd like to see a tutorial inspired by next in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time.